Alright, we're here now for a little bit of an after party. Now that we finish up that Jiggy Time mod for Banjo, I think this will be a good way of closing out tonight's stream by playing a little bit of that Star Fox demo that released. This game is coming out in like a week's time, so there's not that much time left to anticipate this remastering of an old game's storyline and remaking things from the ground up at the same time. So, let's go ahead and see what this is all about. Hopefully the volume will be good on this. I'm going to at least let the intro part play out, and we'll tweak things from there.
Come in, Star Fox. This is Corneria Defense Force Headquarters. Do you read?
Loud and clear. James McLeod here, General. Star Fox is on approach to Venom. No indications yet of any suspicious activity. We'll let you know what we find.
Proceed with caution. You're the first to set eyes on that place in years. And thank you for accepting this mission, James. You're the only one I can trust.
General Pepper, do you read me? Something's jamming long-range comms. Stay sharp, team.
Are you seeing this, James? According to my instruments, the atmosphere is highly toxic.
And we're doing this job for next to nothing? We're supposed to be mercs, not chumps.
There's more at stake here than our bottom line, Pigma.
Yeah, sure.
General Pepper says his people have detected signs of activity on Venom's surface. He's concerned it has something to do with Dr. Andross.
It's been years since Andross was banished here, James. If the atmosphere is poisonous...
All the more reason to figure out what's going on. Dr. Andross made mistakes, and he paid the price for them. But whatever else he is a genius. Maybe he found a way to survive.
Our leader. Such a bleeding heart.
Where'd they come from?
Defensive formation! Pigma, where are you going?
It's like you told me. I'm getting into formation.
You two-timing swine!
What can I say? My new boss pays better.
Corneria must suffer. Death to all who stand in the way of my vengeance.
Was that Dr. Andross?
Don't let them escape!
I can't shake him.
Hey, Peppy! Catch!
James!
Peppy, are you there? Come in, Peppy. Do you read me? I'm losing altitude. Peppy, you need to get out of here. Warn the General.
Not without you, James.
That's an order. Peppy, keep an eye on Fox.
Fox. Fox, come in. Are you synced to the training module?
Coming online. I read you loud and clear, Peppy.
Good. I realize you're no stranger to the R-Wing. But it's important for team cohesion that we all run this exercise together. You know, when your dad was in charge, he would...
Ancient history, Peppy. This is my Star Fox. And we're doing things my way.
I just wanted to be silent for that, trying to see if there's anything different there compared to what we saw in the Nintendo Direct. And no. That scene was one-to-one what they showed in the Star Fox Direct, but this part going to training is different. So it's a 5-year time skip going from when James McCloud meets his unfortunate end and Star Fox taking over. You want to invert the Y-axis or otherwise customize controls? Let me hit yes. And just like right in the menu. I'm not doing any of that. That wasn't me. That was weird. Okay. I'm leaving it on invert because if you're playing a flying game and you invert Y-axis, turn it off, so up is up and down is down, it does not feel right. So I'm not touching that. So let's just see what the controls are with this version. I'm going to start by trying with the Pro Controller. And I'm going to try mouse mode, and then even... I don't have an actual N64 controller for the Switch, but I do have the 8-bit DOE N64 gamepad, which this is actually better in my opinion than the N64 controller. And this works as an N64 gamepad on the Switch. So I'm going to be trying this out. I do have to repair it to my Switch because last time it was paired to my PC. But I'm going to try that as well because that's supposed to work in this game. So we'll see how all the control schemes work because there's only 2 things in this demo. Training is one, and then there's one level, Medio. So we'll be kind of playing Medio a lot. So our controls is tilting left and right. I imagine it's also the ZL and ZR buttons would be L and R as well. You got the view button on minus. Somersault, U-turn, and even the message is on the D-pad. That's interesting. Shoots on A, bombs Y, X, boost, B brake. That's a weird control scheme. I don't have to get used to because I'm kind of used to the GameCube layout for this kind of stuff, but it's similar to like playing on the Wii VC. And button combos, if I turn this on, I can do somersault and all range U-turning. They're mapped to D-pad otherwise, so I think I'd rather have that on, because all it does is give you a shortcut, so I don't see any reason not to have that on. Everything is set to where I want it. I'm just going to leave it on default balancing for now. Reticle is nice, you can actually turn on and off, because that's a thing you can do in the original by a cheat code. But here's just native now. I'll leave everything else as is. Right now, I won't have access to any of the boost or braking, so I'll just play this out normal. I think I could probably skip this tutorial if I just pause the game and quit, if I bet.
Tilting is a particularly useful technique. To move left or right more quickly, you can tilt into turns.
I'm gonna play through all this training. I haven't done the training in Star Fox 64 in like probably 8 years, 9 years almost. It's been a bit. Last time was when I did the Star Fox 64 playthrough on the YouTube channel, so that's how long it's been.
You're a natural.
Your craft is equipped with a state-of-the-art G-diffuser system.
This could be a game, to be fair, if we're talking about YouTube stuff. Maybe sometime down the road. It wouldn't be right away. Maybe I'll do a revisit Star Fox with the Switch 2 remake.
The longer you hold the button, the longer
But I need to
your
play it
boost
all
will
through
break
myself
action
first to get a
lasts.
feel of it. Seeing exactly what's new in this version
Build up a full charge before you
and
can use it again.
get an idea of how to do those challenges, because that's a whole other beast.
Time your boosts and brakes carefully to navigate the obstacles.
The right stick doesn't do anything. I was wondering if that was also going to work like a C button. Alright, we got a break on this one. So, out of curiosity, anyone here in the chat, has anyone played this demo yet, or even just have interest in getting this
A somersault
remake
is one of
on the Switch
special
2?
maneuvers available to you.
To spark up that said conversation.
Go ahead and perform a somersault
Alright, I'm going to do the somersault on the D-pad, because I really want to see how this works. It's actually cool to have a quick action like that, instead of just doing a button combo like the original game. Like, that still works, to be fair. It's just more consistent to hit a button.
Wow, this flies just like the real thing.
And I even just thought of something, too. I can map them to the G buttons on the bottom of the Pro Controller. So, if I want to do the U-turn and somersault easier, I can just hit a button.
My fault. That one's on me.
Also, Slippy being a klutz?
Wing damage
No.
detected. When you lose a wing, your R-Wing's handling will be affected.
I like how you can see the status of your R-Wing in this one, though. It's something the original doesn't have. Can I avoid that? That'd be hilarious if I just skipped it.
The R-Wing comes combat ready with a dynamic weapons array. Fire your laser now. It's your primary weapon.
Oh, we need to see if the charge shot thing works. It does. You can do charge shots without locking on in the same way as the original, but I do need to see if you get the same, like, +1s to it. So if you hold down, it's both of your wing buttons. So in this case, I'm holding down both L and R. Then you can do the charge shot without locking on, because otherwise you just lock on. That's how you get a high score in the levels in Star Fox 64. It's really important to know not having the auto lock-on system, so you get the extra +1s, because that gives you so many extra points. It is pretty much a requirement if you want medals.
Your first shot is airborne. You can lock on to some enemies when your laser is fully charged.
Yeah, but you also don't have to. The lock-on, you can turn off. And that's a thing the game doesn't teach you. So it's really important to kind of experiment with the controls here.
Performing a barrel roll generates a shield that will repel enemy fire. Try a barrel roll now.
Do you have any more points I'm getting if I do the non-locked on charge shots there? I'm gonna do it again here. Well, it's the same right now.
That's what I like to see.
I think outside of the tutorial I might get an extra... Yeah, there you go. Hit +4. That's what I was actually looking for. You do get extra hit points without doing the charge lock-on, but the tutorial is kind of like a different beast for how certain things work.
Detonate it by pressing the same input again. You can even launch a bomb when locked onto an enemy.
That I don't like, though. Lock-on is A, shooting bomb is Y, so you're kind of claw gripping the controller to reach over to the Y button with this control scheme. It's not as natural as just, here's the A button, here's the B button on the N64 pad. Your Joy-Con 2 controller can be used in the mouse mode. Would you like to try mouse targeting now? You know what? Why not? Turn off Pro Controller. I have Joy-Cons right here, so I can just turn these on. I gotta move my mouse, though, because I want to use the mouse pad for the mouse controls. I'm wondering how this is gonna work, because almost every game I've used mouse mode on has been interesting, but hand crampy, so it hasn't been a thing I've been defaulting to. Mouse targeting will put you in first person. Oh, it's still using the same... No, it's not using the same mapping. Like, every face button seems to be a bomb. So shooting is on the... Yeah, I'm trying. Shooting is on either R or ZR. How do you boost, then? Okay, well, you still do the somersault with the D-pad. I don't know how you do anything else here. Is it joystick? Oh, they put this on joystick. Oh. Hang on, we need to look at these controls, because this is cursed. Yeah, so you shoot with R, barrel roll with L, and you still have all the same D-pad things, so that's not any different. Tilting left and right you can do on the stick, but the up and down movement is on mouse. Bomb is every face button, boost is up on right stick, and brake is back on the stick. That's the part I don't like. That is cursed. Also, this entire thing is in first person, so I hope you're not going to get motion sick from the first person stuff. If you do, I would not play with mouse control. I think I also need to turn the sensitivity up, though, because this cursor isn't really that fast. I think my actual sensitivity is already up as high as it goes on the Switch. Okay, so it's in here. Let me confirm that. Because right now, this is what I'm doing. That should be a good speed. me see. Mouse sensitivity. Oh, it's set the medium. Never mind. I like high. That might not be good enough still, to be fair. Oh, no, I can work with this. Never mind. I'm a high sensitivity guy.
Time your boosts and brakes carefully to navigate the obstacles.
This is a lot more intuitive for mouse controls, to be fair, compared to a lot of the other games I've been playing on the Switch with mouse stuff. Metroid Prime 4 felt pretty awful on mouse mode. First person rotation can be disabled in the option menu. What do you mean by that? I said yes and it didn't do anything. What? Oh, this. Activate camera rotation when first person cockpit. Let me turn that on. And then let's go in. I already know I failed. That's fine. I'm just experimenting with controls. Oh, that's way better. You don't get motion sick by just doing a barrel roll now. Yeah, even when you turn the whole ship, you don't, like, immediately want to hurl chunks. This is so much better. The only problem I've had with first person in Star Fox was how everything wanted to, like, flip around. So that did not help things. Okay, look at this. I can still do the charging thing. The reticle did not lock on because I held down the button for the barrel roll.
To destroy a group of enemies.
Let me just hold down one. Okay, so you need to hold down both L buttons, so L and ZL. Then you can do the shot that doesn't lock on. I would like some health, though. I got, like, nothing.
Launch a bomb, then detonate it by pressing the same input again.
It's kind of annoying going through the whole tutorial twice because I wanted to try mouse mode, though. Okay. It's starting off mouse mode now. You exit mouse targeting by picking up the Joy-Con controllers and turning to normal position. You freely enter or exit the mouse targeting in the course of the gameplay. So imagine literally just flipping from here to here, and you keep on going back and forth between the two modes. Disable the activation, go to gameplay, and then you can access that from the main menu. So you can just turn it off at any time. Let's keep it on for the moment, like this. It's not auto going back. No, there you go. Okay. So it is exactly what I thought. When you go onto a surface, it will go to mouse mode, you take it off, then you're back to normal controls. So you can play normally, or you can play with the mouse mode. It really just depends on your preference. Hey, that wasn't mine.
Too slow, Fox. Maybe next time.
That was reckless, Falco.
Might have looked that way to you, but I know what I'm
It's almost easier, actually, to activate the, not locked on charge shot, actually, by doing mouse mode.
The first upgrade will activate twin lasers. A second upgrade will supercharge your twin lasers into powerful.
But it's gonna be really hard to navigate this. Oh dear God. I don't think I want to do the mouse mode thing. Like, this is fine. I just think this is gonna be the harder way of playing the game in a lot of areas. As ironic as that is, because you get the better aiming system here, like this, it's just harder for me to maneuver fast, because my movement's also the cursor, which I don't like that. I don't know why I deactivated the mouse for a second. It was still on the mouse pad.
Collecting 3 gold rings will increase your maximum shield gauge. This increase will persist until the R-Wing is downed in combat.
What that means is also by going to a new level. They don't tell you that part in the original game. Also, if you get an extra one of the 3 sets, I'll give you an extra life. I might not get an extra
You can
one.
fly in any direction when all range mode is engaged.
Hey, this is why I'm still keeping the mouse stuff active, because I want to see this in all range. Oh, dude, that's annoying. If I pick up the controller for a second to reposition, it might kick me out of the mouse mode.
The location of allies and enemies.
The radar system is similar between the modes. Okay. Yeah, I would rather just play it like this, personally.
When in all range
Just like
mode,
use the
you can
actual
perform
Joy-Con
a
separate or
U-turn.
something. Mouse mode's fine, but I think I would really need to
I've seen worse.
tweak the sensitivity here. So let's just do like, I have it on high and we maxed it out. Oh yeah, this is way better.
Remember,
You cannot play on
U-turn
default
works in all
sense. You need to like increase that. Because if this is defaulting your turning, you need to at least go a little bit higher than the normal. This is too much. So I would say maybe 2 clicks. This is the sweet spot. For me, 2 clicks past default is the sweet spot for sensitivity. This is good.
There is an incoming hail from Corneria awaiting your response.
Oh, Rob's voice is kind of weird in this. I'm used to the more grudge tone it has in the actual 64. There is a message for you, Fox, like that, like a proper robot.
We're not ready for that.
Warning, simulation safety protocols disengaged.
Your warranty is now over.
Okay, nice joke. I know what that means. They're gonna put a boss fight into this and just like a hurl of enemies.
I'll show you how a real pilot does it.
The little flashing though that's going on the screen with the mouse mode is also a little much, I will say. Again,
I'm gonna have to just
I
get
might not play the whole game like this, but I'm glad to be trying this for the demo.
This is excessive.
You didn't get the mouse mode. Shot yourself, Kira. That makes sense. Mouse mode's not for everyone. I always like to try in a game at least to see if it's a thing I'm going to want to use or not. I'm very curious to see if mouse mode is going to be a thing for Splatoon Raiders. That's another thing coming out soon. Okay, what happened? Did everyone die except me? Yeah, training's over. Alright, cool.
Hey, who pulled the plug? Things were just getting good.
Sure, you almost managed to keep up with me.
Ha! Our self-proclaimed leader thinks he's real funny.
Guess we'll have to wait for the rematch.
You're all missing the point of the exercise entirely.
It's fine, Peppy. You worry too much.
Somebody has to. Or didn't you hear the alert? Rob's got the commanding officer of the Corneria Defense Force on hold.
You don't say. Old General Pepper himself hailing our humble band of mercenaries? This ought to be good. Let's see what he has to say for himself.
Well, before he talks, I'm going to now try to play this game with the N64 controller. So to do that, I'm turning off those Joy-Cons entirely. And let us get this in the pairing mode. So just on S. I'm trying to remember how do you... Yeah, it's up here. I turn it on. Pair. There we go. Get these Joy-Cons out of the way. I want my actual mouse back, thank you. Nothing beats the actual ergonomics for a real mouse. Now we're playing the game with N64 in mind. I already know what these buttons should be like. Here's your little refresher. Button combos need to be on. That's just impossible. Excuse me otherwise, because the D-pad does nothing. Interesting. I'm shocked the D-pad isn't mapped to the same way a Switch Pro controller is, because it's just somersault, U-turn, message. The same thing can be mapped to the N64 D-pad. Well, I guess to be fair, you're playing with a real N64 controller. I don't have one on me right now. You would be playing like this with your hands. So I guess they didn't want you reaching over like this, just a somersault. But still, just not having it there as a default mapping is kind of odd. But yeah, all the other things here are the same as actual Star Fox 64 controls. Alright, so Prologue, this must just be the intro movie again, right? I imagine. Yeah, this definitely looks like intro movie. And you can skip by just holding down A. That's good. We're not watching the intro again. That's just pointless. Alright, and then obviously go back to training if you want to do the training again. Go to the eShop if you want to buy the game, but the actual last thing is the actual level. 2 difficulties of easy and normal. Easy, you do less, enemies do less damage to you. Lasers and shields are fully upgraded at the start. That is interesting. And balanced damage, start the mission with basic lasers and standard shield gauge. That's the one I want. Now, this might be my preferred way of playing this game, because shoot is A, bomb is B. So to do a lock-on shot, my fingers just move straight up. So this is gonna come in clutch. I didn't like the bomb lock-on system with the Pro Controller. I thought A and Y being those buttons, I did not like that. That might be a thing I remapped, to be fair.
We're entering the asteroid field.
Scientists say these asteroids used to be a planet. I wonder what happened to it.
The whole system might look like this if the war keeps up.
Oh yeah, I gotta remember, this controller has a weird setup where R is a top button and Z is a bottom button. So this is R, this is L, or Z. This is also a Z button, but I don't think it works on Switch.
It's a trap. Take him down.
Aim for their heads.
This looks so good. I'm only playing this in 1080p right now, but this looks really good on my 1080p monitor.
Some sizable asteroids coming this way.
I got the buttons mixed up. So for reference, because of this being a Z button, I always map this on PC to be an R button at the same time. So Z and R are literally next to each other. That's the one thing I don't like about this 8-bit Do controller, is that the R button should have been where the extra Z button is. It's just kind of in a weird spot. So I don't have hyper lasers right now, but I can easily get them.
Incoming hail from the Great Fox.
Location confirmed. Sending supplies.
Yeah, Rob sounds so weird to me. I'm not expecting a high-pitched voice.
Watch your back.
Oh, I missed one of them because I got the bottom guy. That's why.
They're on me. Thanks, kid. Lock on and take them out with one shot.
How about no? Because I want those points.
Enemies approaching from behind.
Oh, wow! Resistant laser tech! Another tunnel? Who could have done this?
Good shot, Falco. Now we're even.
It's not a competition, Falco.
Maybe not to you.
This guy's just so much easier to destroy in this one. Holy crap. Must be a damage difference with the hyper lasers in this, or these guys just have less health? I just played through all of Star Fox 64 when this was announced, so it's only been a few weeks. So I'm very familiar with this game still.
Approaching the source of that strange energy.
I'm not doing the warp. I want to fight the boss.
The energy is dispersing. Weird.
Never give up. Trust your instinct.
Okay, at least he still says that line. A lot of people I heard were upset he doesn't go, it's quiet. Too quiet. Be careful, it's a trap. Like, he doesn't say that line in this level at all. And a lot of people were disappointed there. But at least he still says the never give up, trust your instincts line. That line's iconic. You really can't change that one. If you change that line, it's too much.
I cannot allow you to go any further.
Yeah, that checkpoint I did almost miss, because I do agree. It kind of blended in a little bit with the scenery. It's a little too faint seeing, excuse me. So maybe the opacity on that I feel like could have been tweaked. Oh yeah, you can still button mash the crap out of your lasers here. Which will definitely do a lot more damage. I love an enemy running into me to give me health. Thanks. Gee, is there a limit? It feels like there's a cap now on the shooting. So I don't think I need to mash as much. I'll try this on the Pro Controller next. I really don't care. Like, I'm good, buddy.
I admit defeat. It's a trick. Don't let your guard down. You're not as stupid as you look.
And GG's, that's the medal, because this is like a 200, if I remember correctly. So, even in the remake, still got it.
Sorry to Jet, but we've got places to be.
Hey, that's wrong. Sorry the jet, but I'm in a hurry is a much better line, I will say.
Nice job, team. Status check.
That thing was punching holes through the asteroid field.
Seems no corner of the system is safe from Andross.
You worry about your own hide.
Okay, at least he still, is a condescending ass. You can't take the condescending part out of Falco. And that's it. We get an actual tally screen in this one. Cool. Life support damaged? Yeah, about that. I'm fine. I just took a couple hits. So there you go. Medal has been earned. New high score, 209. Grand total of 273. What is that based off of? Grand total. Is that also what my teammates did on points? That's what I imagine. I don't feel like that score is going to matter much, to be fair. That's why it's like, on it.
Fox, you've made it through the asteroid field just in time. Andross's army has targeted 2 of our forward military outposts. The defense force is responding, but we're overextended. The only outpost within reach of your current location is our base on Ficina. I'd like you to deploy to the ice planet immediately.
The Ficina outpost is super remote and sparsely staffed. Why even bother with it?
It isn't exactly common knowledge, but Ficina is the site of Corneria's Strategic Intelligence Headquarters.
Intelligence? You mean secrets. Bet that's where General Pepper keeps his dirty laundry.
So, the enemy's targeting Ficina because they're after your military secrets. Am I warm?
I can neither confirm nor deny. Suffice it to say that Ficina is critical to the war effort. Reclaim that base, Star Fox, before it's lost to us forever.
And that's it. It's only those 2 levels, training and Meteo. So now it's like, hey, go buy the game, forehead. Like, thanks. I already got it pre-ordered, so I'm not gonna do it again. But that's everything in the demo. But I'm not done. I want to play that level again, get the warp. I'm not gonna use this controller. Let me turn it off, and I'll grab my Pro Controller and play with that again. I am curious about the 2-player in this, but I don't know, does that work in the demo or not? I'm not gonna do it for this run. Cornelia has a score of 64 for the demo. Okay, so that's what the score was supposed to be. It was adding up for the previous level. But I find that funny. It's like, how the heck did someone get 64 points in that level? You gotta be trying to suck.
Scientists say these asteroids used to be a planet. I wonder what happened to it.
Yes, this feels a lot better on the
war keeps up.
triggers being the right area for me.
Don't let those rocks
But
beat up the R-wings.
the issue now I'm gonna be dealing with is bombs being on Y again. I missed one of the things, didn't I? I'm just not even paying attention when I was talking about the controller stuff.
Scientists say these asteroids used to be a planet. I wonder what happened to
Yeah,
it.
graphically this game is beautiful. I'm still kinda on the new character designs, but I think they're starting to grow on me a little bit more. When they were first showed off, I don't really think they were showing the best light, I'm not gonna lie. But starting to see them more in motion is starting to help kind of convert me, I guess.
It's a trap. Take him down.
I think the models look weird when you're seeing them in like those talking head screens in particular. That's where I think it just kind of doesn't work, because it's the super low animation that just makes them stand out. Like this section here in particular.
Some sizable asteroids.
They look a lot more natural during that in-between level cutscene.
Hit the brake.
Yeah, you don't have to mash as much anymore if you want to get fast lasers out. They upped the speed a bit, so now I don't have to mash if I want to kill bosses fast.
Boost.
I appreciate that. That's good for accessibility.
Incoming hail from the Great Fox.
Location confirmed. Sending supplies.
I did that too early, didn't I?
Watch your back.
Yeah. Don't matter. They give me back my health, so. Yeah, I could play the crap out of this demo, because I'm just a huge fan of Star Fox 64 in general. It's one of my favorite games on the system.
Thanks, kid.
But again, this comes out in like a week, so I'm not like, if I'm really wanting to play Star Fox 64 again, guess what I'm booting up? Actual Star Fox 64, whether it be on the NSO here or like the PC versions. I got plenty of different ways of playing the game at this point, so I have things to hold me over.
Enemies approaching from behind.
Oh, wow. Persistent laser tech.
The neat thing that you read about is if you back out the mission in the demo, you can look at the map screen. Found out specifically retrying from checkpoint. I can try doing something like that, I guess.
Now we're even.
It's not a competition, Falco.
Maybe not to you.
But yeah, retrying from checkpoint's also a new thing for this then too. Because yeah, you can't do that in N64. I don't even think there was a mod that people have made for either the recomp or decomp to fix that. But that is a thing in 64 3D.
You make what I tell ya.
You didn't even finish your sentence, Slippy. Yeah, there you go. You can restart from checkpoint or start a level. That is a thing they did in the 3DS version.
We're approaching the source of that strange energy.
Alright, we're gonna take the warp this time.
Your R-wing's absorbing the energy.
Never give up.
Oh, they made this easier. I can move so much easier in that warp. Oh my gosh. That was insane. Because in the actual game, you're pretty stiff moving around. Even in 3D, you're still stiff. But in this remake, you're just zooming during the warp section.
Something's happening.
Oh, and they have commentary for this now.
Could this be?
This is new. You didn't talk at all during these sections.
Enemy fighters here.
Do the smart thing, get all the bombs.
Can't keep up.
My old crew would have loved this.
Yeah, if you ever want metal, do this. Well, the warp is the way easier way of getting a metal meteor because you get so many more points.
They didn't teach us how to do this at the academy.
This is so trippy. It feels like going on an acid trip right now.
Shoot those asteroids!
Shoot everything!
Oh, even the remix here feels like it's on a whole other plane. 305. I essentially got another, like, what, 101 points? Because I had 204 finishing the main mission. And just going here alone, extra 100. Easy.
But where are we?
Oh, I wonder if we're going to have a different cutscene at the end. Because we're not going to Fachina anymore. We're going to Katina instead. I hope we get the Katina cutscene. That'd be really nice. New high score, as you would imagine. Very easy medal. Grand total 64, gets added up. 369, nice. Alright, please be the Katina cutscene. Please be the Katina cutscene. Yes!
Do you realize how rare it is to experience a stable warp channel? Did you see the distortions?
That's a lot of words for we found a shortcut.
Fox here, General. What have you got for us?
A mission of tremendous urgency, Fox. The enemy has launched simultaneous attacks on Katina and Fachina. Katina is the site of our strategic forward operating base. Our people there are under siege and losing ground by the minute. Reinforcements will never get to Katina in time, but because you found that wormhole, you're well positioned to help.
And Fachina? Why would Andros bother with a remote outpost on a frigid ice ball of a planet?
The purpose of our base on Fachina is classified. Suffice to say that it is equally critical to our war effort and under attack. I know Star Fox can't be in two places at once. I'll leave the decision to you.
Fachina is a hub of Cornerian military intelligence. If those secrets fall into the wrong hands, it'll undermine the General's entire operation. On the other hand, there are good people stationed on Katina, Fox. Sounds like they need our support. Saving either base could turn the tide in our favor. Listen to your instincts and lead the way.
So, it looks like every single route you take, even if it's a deviation like that, it's going to have its own separate cutscene. That legitimately excites me, because in original Star Fox 64, there were no different cutscenes by going to different levels out of order. You got the same cutscene going into the level, the same debrief. So, this is the one part when they were talking about some of the new content being added into this remake that I was actually really excited for. Getting a lot of new lore is a huge deal, since this game has gotten remade so many different times. People are kind of familiar with how Star Fox plays at this point. If we're gonna do anything different, it's gotta be the story, and they're really capitalizing on it. Alright, before I do anything else, I want to see... Does this demo have the co-op? Or is it just single player? Because I wanted to see if I can do like the one person fly and one person shoot thing. Okay, it's using single Joy-Con. But I still have to do that. Let me see if I can do this. Slippery debrief about the Landmaster. Makes sense if you're coming from Solar. I would wonder what he would say, yeah. Choosing to go even if Slippy doesn't get downed. Yeah. If you go from Solar into... Oh god, I can't remember what the planet is called top of my head. But yeah, go to the planet you're supposed to rescue Slippy without Slippy. Being down would be kind of funny. Oh, look at that. It's rejecting. Maybe the demo doesn't support co-op. Which would be weird, because that would be an intentional thing to not program in the demo. But I want to put this on easy so I can see if I can flip-flop this. Because I don't see any talk about having this or not. And I don't know how you would activate it. I would assume you have to connect 2 controllers right away. That's how this would work. Because one person flies, the other person aims. Like, this is how they advertised it. But I can't seem to trigger co-op. Turn off both controllers. Yeah, it's just a single player menu. And it forces dual Joy-Con. You can't play in single. So it might not have co-op then, I guess. Yeah, it's just probably not a demo thing, which is kind of weird. I would have assumed they would have put that in the demo because that would have been a decent way of advertising how co-op works. So that's kind of strange. I guess that's the one control scheme I can't try tonight because I was kind of curious on how that would play. I was thinking it was going to be like the Star Fox Zero demo. Or the Star Fox Zero Control, and I won't be able to find out until the retail game now. But one person played on a Wii U Pro controller, and they controlled the ship, and then another person played, but then this is a Wii U gamepad, because I don't even want to bother right now. One person played on the gamepad, and they're like doing all like the aiming and such. And that's how it's advertised in this game. It's the same thing, but how it's set up is single Joy-Con, that's used to fly the plane, and then the other single Joy-Con is in mouse mode. And that's how you move around the cursor and such. It didn't look like you can do like independent control sideways or even like 2 Pro controllers, unfortunately. So I was really curious to see how the control scheme worked. And sadly, it doesn't look like I can try that now. Which is fine. I'll just play it on the retail. Okay, here we go. So now I can see what you're talking about with the map, Kira. So there's the previous planet you explored, Corneria. Shows you all your teammates are intact, and it shows your score at the end. Then you can see where you're going next, and the same 7 planet setup leading to Venom. So the HUD here is pretty much the same. If you hit back, it just takes you back to the menu, so there's no way of cheesing the game thinking, actually, we can go back and play the previous level. Well, let's go do that. So unfortunately, Corneria is not actually in this at all. I was really hoping they would have forgot to take Corneria out. If you're able to go into the pause menu and just back out like that. I was hoping there was an oversight so you can still play the first level. Because demos have done that. Do you get any cutscene going in? No, it just tells you your debrief. Meteor forms natural barrier protecting Corneria, ensure it's free of any enemy presence. And then just sends you right in. So we don't see the debrief going into this level like you would going from level to level, like we saw beforehand, beating Meteo. So I think I'm going to do one more thing tonight, then. I'm going to play this level one more time. And then we're done with the demo, because I experienced everything in it. So it's not much else I need to do. So I'm turning back on those other controllers again. As we are going to use the mouse mode. I'm going to play through all of Meteo with mouse mode. But we're going to try it on easy. That way, the weird control scheme that mouse mode gives you, it's not going to screw me over in this demo. So it's set up. Let's do this. Last time we're playing through this level. And we have a choice. Do you want to go to the warp or the boss? Doesn't matter this time because I've done both now. Not watching the intro again, we have already seen it. And this is still using the same controls I had before. Perfect. So I want to play a whole level like this just to see how this is going to play out. I already have the twin lasers, so, or the hyper lasers, excuse me. So there's no reason to get this upgrade in the beginning, but I'm going to play it out like I don't have it. And that was why I wanted to see what was for all my work. Interesting how it just gave you a max health. You can see the enemies before they jump out at you.
Take him down.
You know, I think I might take the warp for this playthrough because I actually want to see if I can get a better high score. So I'm going to try to play this like I would normally and see what happens. You know what's weird playing in mouse mode? The left Joy-Con gets rumble. And the right does as well, but I can barely feel the right controller. Because of how you're gripping the controller, it's almost like the right one doesn't even have rumble on.
Pray, boost, make up your mind.
Oh, nice back talk there. It's just kind of hard to navigate when your whole screen is your movement.
Fox, watch your back.
Alright, I think I got them all. It kind of feels natural now actually playing with the mouse mode for boost. It kind of does actually feel pretty natural to use up and down on the right stick, 'cause it's kind of like a proper thruster system. Like you push forward on a thruster to go faster, and you pull back to slow down. That's exactly what this does feel like.
Enemies approaching from behind.
Oh, wow. Persistent
That's the one I don't like always playing in first person. I couldn't see those enemies coming. So I was too low.
Another tunnel? Who could have done this?
Good shot, Falco. Now we're even.
It's not a competition, Falco.
Maybe not you.
Thinking about it, the reason why you shoot faster in this game compared to 64 and even 3D is probably because of the mouse mode controls. They had to make the laser a little bit faster for this.
You're make what I tell ya.
I just love how fast he just shuts up there. You mean what I tell ya?
We're approaching the
I missed the
source of that
checkpoint, by the way. I couldn't see it in first person mode. Oops. I won't need it. I'll be fine. This is the part I'm curious about. Am I even going to be able to do this?
Your R-Wing is absorbing the energy.
Never give up. Trust your instinct.
I missed one. I knew it. I knew it. And I missed that checkpoint, so it's only start a level. All right, so already the answer to can I get a better high score? The answer is no. Because I missed the area that's going to give me all my points. So we are just going to fight the normal boss. Look at my score.
I cannot allow you to
My
go
score
any
is so much more pitiful. Because I had like 198 when I was here playing with the N64 controller. So this is actually for me a harder way of playing, not easier. Which is ironic. The extra movement for the cursor is better, but that does not help when I'm moving the whole ship with the cursor. I hate games that make me move the whole screen with a cursor.
You're more cunning than I thought. I've underestimated you. Let's see you outmaneuver this.
Nah, I didn't kill it fast enough, so I gotta wait out the cycle. Yeah, I can't see, like, anything. That's the big problem. If he's doing any kind of attack, I literally can't see it. If you want an easier time to move around, lift up the Joy-Con and play normal for a minute. Because this is so much harder to see.
I admit defeat.
Yeah, I heard something about that. Someone got a 500-something score in this demo. That is insane. It sounds like whoever did that run pretty much hit every target imaginable. Like, high score runs in Star Fox 64 in general are a insane watch. People are super skilled at this game and can just do pretty much everything you can think of. So I'm actually looking forward to seeing how that's going to play out in this game, because we don't know if they're going to be adding any more enemies in some of these levels or not, because they could. I doubt it. I think the enemy patterns so far from what I played here are the exact same as 64 and the 3D versions of the game. So it should be the same spawn rates between easy and normal. And then the extra enemies when you're playing in expert mode, which I'm betting this game is just gonna name to hard. That would make sense to me. And I can skip this too. So on repeat playthroughs, if you've seen these cutscenes, you can skip them all. I appreciate games that give me the skip option immediately, because I don't like sitting through a bajillion cutscenes on repeats. So I knock the games that don't have a skip option. There's a lot more games that don't have that, surprisingly. But yeah, nope, that was actually a pretty solid demo. The only thing that I think this demo should have also included was that whole two-player mode. One person controls with the single Joy-Con on its side, and then the other person controls like the mouse setup. That's the one thing they advertised. I was really curious how it would play, because I did try some of the co-op briefly in Star Fox Zero, and I thought it was an interesting way of playing the game. But when they said you had to control it single Joy-Con and then mouse, I was like, what is this? I needed to see how that worked myself. I'm gonna have to wait another week. But that's fine. Because again, this comes out very soon, and in fact, we can literally go see ourselves by going to the eShop. Because the game kept on telling us to do that, so fine, I'll do it. I'll go to the eShop. There it is. It releases on the 25th, which is very soon. So, that's the one thing at least I don't have to wait too much longer for. If I want to play this, it's going to be available very soon.
So far, so good.
I have very mixed feelings going into this remake, but that's mainly just because of the presentation. And just playing it tonight, it's like, yep, this is Star Fox 64. This feels good. And in particular, I'm going to stop her because it's hard to talk over this. It's kind of loud. This is basically Star Fox 64, as you would imagine. It's supposed to be a remake of it. But it's playing out the same way I expected. Nothing really that insane, but the graphic boost is the biggest jump we've seen for this game getting remastered. Plus the whole new story stuff, the challenge stuff. Like, it has a lot of things I'm looking forward to. So, when it comes out, we'll probably end up doing, like, some kind of stream for it, first impression of some kind. I'll end up thinking about it, because I've played 64 so many times over the years on the internet, between streams, videos, and such. I don't know if we need another playthrough. That one I'll just kind of debate. Because I'm definitely going to want to play this myself. I can't wait to play this game in 4K on my sound system. Like, that's going to be a great time. But that's pretty much all we got tonight. So, can I, like, leave? I know this has a different title screen, technically. It's once you got through the training, then you got to see the title screen they're going to use, I think, for the retail game. And it's not like the 4 characters just floating around in space, with the R-Wing kind of just doing barrel rolls behind you. It's a little more generic than that. Logo in space, and you're flying in the distance with Gray Fox. I am going to let this sit here for a second, because I'm curious to see if they're going to play like an intro movie. That's the only thing I don't know if this demo does. I'm downing it, to be fair. I'm just going to let it sit for a minute. But yeah, either way, looking forward to this. Again, we'll probably do some kind of, at least the first impressions, I would bet, for this game when it comes out. Because I'm mainly, for new content, really curious to see what that challenge stuff is all about. Playing through levels with all these different criterias. And the multiplayer as well. I'm also really curious about how that's going to play. As it's a completely different thing from the retail 64 and even 3D. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get anything here. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but I had a feeling. So, with that said, let me swap to the full camera to end this. That's going to be it for tonight's stream. Got a little bit of extra between playing 2 different games tonight, so that was a lot of fun. We'll be back here on Thursday, going through more Mario Kart World, getting more of that 100% done. We're roughly 30% of the way through the free roam, so there's still a heck of a lot left. And while we're going through that, we'll still kind of talk about whatever, because I have some talking points after playing some of that Donkey Kong stuff they did for these new limited time events, and I have some things to say about that. So, come by for Thursday for some interesting conversations and more Mario Kart. But other than that, that's pretty much all I got for you for now. Just work on some stuff in the background. Videos are going to be slow for a while. Probably not going to be posting anything for the remainder of June. But I'm hoping to have something ready for July. That's my big goal. If you want to watch stuff, check out the hot dog mission stuff in the LP League. I'm still going strong on that one. Soon enough, I'm going to be bringing the others back into it. But for now, you can watch me ramble about hot dogs and Sonic Unleashed if you want some content. check that out if you haven't already. But that's all I got for tonight. So with that said, I'm out of here. Thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you back here on Thursday for more Mario Kart World Free Roam. Take care and have a good night, everybody.